I was labeled as a white supremacist, and you can see me. We're in person.
Yeah.
I'm a brown black man, as brown as they come, with an African last name.
Yeah.
My last name is Chukwu. It means I know God. My father's from Nigeria. My mother's from the States. But they called me a white supremacist, an Uncle Tom, and a coon because I disagree with the whole mythology of blacks just being victims in America. And so when you push back against the woke left, they'll call you anything possible to get you to
I get my pimp. Wait.
Bitch, please.
The Intel Pro agent. You know, we used to have COINTELPRO. Black American don't got no culture.
Not cultured at all. Bro, you're just fully American. You're African American, bro.
But you gotta remember, black and African American is a misnomer to our name, right? The original tribes in the Americas, the melanated organic beings to this land that we own right now. But you know, Busta Rhymes said the same thing. A lot of folks from the Caribbeans make sure to separate. I'm no black.
We're the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. Whatever you want to call it, we still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures. In the urban community, you know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we'll always will, and it's just been that way. So
Busta Rhymes, bro. If you started the culture, why did you come out looking like a 90s street New York rapper? This is the way we view. I don't view you as a Jamaican artist. Most of us think that you just a nigga. But it's a difference, right? The foundational melanated folks in America, because first you gotta realize Negro's a misnomer anyway. Black American is a misnomer anyway. But we'll take that though, right? Everybody wanna be a nigga. Nobody want to be a nigga. You want to dress, talk, walk, touch a... We have a rich and deep culture. I'm not going to say the richest and the deepest. We have a rich and deep culture here in America. And a lot of civilizations started in America and branched out. Touch a body up, throw on chains, all these ricks. And listen, bro. You got a whole Asian that you with right now. What's his name? Ray or something like. You making him into this artist, this drill rapper type of persona, bro. Got him hanging around niggas that's from New York. Why don't you hang around Jamaicans then? But he obviously said this to trigger people because this is all media control, bro. And people is really easy to manipulate these days. That's why every prank, everything that you see is mostly staged these days. A lot of folks that's from other sides of the land and that come to America, either they first generation or second, third generation, it don't matter, right? They get programmed with that mindset, just like a Caucasoid or a Spanish conquistador, just like a European, right? They get programmed with that same mindset as an immigrant. We lazy, don't associate with blacks, benefit off of blacks, right? Because the word black mean dead in the straw man anyway. So they already stripped you of your land. Like most immigrants that come here and think Native Americans is more indigenous than you. You know, they'll say you from slavery in one narrative, and then in one narrative they say you just black. But they'll call you African American, but they won't even connect you to Africa. Exactly. In 1 minute we connected with we African Americans, and then 1 minute you just black. So it's like you look at the whole industry right now and who they promoting and who the biggest. These folks is not black Americans, what you want to call, right? But they pushing the same culture, dressing, putting on the suit. All the actors right now, dudes be from Britain. That nigga Saint brick by brick, all that brick by brick shit. Yeah, bruv, that's how you talk, bruv. But you mastered that brick by brick shit, real on point. You got niggas in New York doing drill rap. And you know what's crazy, bro? It's not that we don't have no culture. We have an artificial, degenerate culture, right? And folks still follow that shit. and it only became degenerate because of COINTELPRO infiltration.
Molly, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, you guys? I'm so happy to actually talk about this discussion about Tariq and the FBAs because I've been fighting with them too, Myron. I've debated Tariq 3 times. He's lost 3 times in a row. These FBA community on Twitter, I just got introduced to them this year, and all they do is complain.
Let's go.
And complain. All they do is attack Africans that have came here. My parents are from Somalia and Ethiopia, so very close to Sudan, East Africa as well. My family came here in the 90s, and all of my brothers and sisters, we've all been through university, scholarships. My family is very successful in America. And Tariq calls me a tether, a musty monkey, a musty tether.
Of course.
And I'm like, all your people do is sit here and complain. Your people have been here 300, 400 years as slaves. You guys sell drugs, do most of the crime, have no culture. Your culture is Lil Wayne, Lil Baby, Lil Durk. And you come and shit on us because we come to this country for 20, 30 years. And in one generation, we're successful. We're millionaires.
Yep.
So where's the complaining? What? I don't wake up with a chip in my on my shoulder, Myron. I don't wake up and say, oh, because I'm Somalian, because I'm Muslim, because I'm Ethiopian.
Yep.
I can't go to university. I can't start a podcast. I can't start a YouTube channel. I can't do these things because I'm in this box. No, I don't wake up like that. I don't wake up and say, where's my money from the white man? I wasn't raised that way. My dad grew up in a village in Ethiopia. My mom grew up in Mogadishu. They came to America. They settled me here in Arizona, grew me up with the whites and the rich people and said, hey, you have everything we didn't have. Go succeed. And I did it. I went to university, full ride scholarship. I graduated in finance degree with honors. And I don't sit here and complain like Tariq and the African Americans. I'm darker than most of them. I'm more African than most of them. They say I can't even say the N-word. Nigga, 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 nigga. What are you going to do about it? I saw all he had his corny ass. He had a rally for reparations, Myron. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Rally for reparations. He's just grifting for money. He's stealing money.
It's sick, bro. It's sick, and I love that I'm talking to a fellow East African that understands, because here's the thing, bro. Me and you, right?
Yeah.
We're in a unique position where we can literally double dip. What do I mean by double dip? We can say that we're marginalized because we're Muslims. We're criticized for being terrorists. We're also black. We get stereotyped. We can use every excuse in the book. I can actually use 2 times as many excuses as these fucking blacks, because I can. But guess what? I refuse to ever use any of those fucking faggot ass victim cards, and I never fucking will. I'm never gonna get mad or complain that stopped me a couple times. I'm never gonna get mad or complain that the fucking Asian guy told me, hurry up and buy. Like, I'm never gonna get mad at that, because you know what? I'm gonna beat the fucking odds. I'm not gonna sit here and be a stereotype and be a part of the numbers. But guys like me, you understand this because our parents taught us shit. They taught us not to be victims, and you know what the most important thing is? They said, yo, I came to this country with no I didn't even know the language, and your dumb ass is born here, you better be a fucking somebody. Exactly. And that's what all African parents instill in their kids, bro. That's all foreign parents. That's not just Africans. That's Indians, that's Asians, that's anyone that you look at that is fucking successful. Their parents tell them about the fucking opportunities that they have, so they don't be the crybabies that they are like these people.
It's all about culture, and when you grow up with no culture and your culture is rap music, drugs, gangs, and killing, I don't blame them. Your father is not in the home. It's the only thing you have to look at on MTV or wherever, you know what I mean? I don't blame them, but the victim mindset is just, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the concept of reparations is ridiculous. The word tethers to them. Well, when would I ever want to cosplay as African American? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. They don't even. At least I kind of like these FBA people for one reason. They show the divisiveness between Africans and African Americans, because a lot of people don't even know. Yeah. There's a huge difference between the African community and the African American community. There's no love lost. There's a big division between those two groups.
It's literally one of the most toxic things I've ever seen. And dude, before the internet, like, I considered it all one, but now I guess we're separated. So these guys
Myron, when I was in elementary school, the people that were bullying me were other black kids. It wasn't the white kids. It wasn't the Mexican kids. It wasn't the Asians. It was other black kids saying,
it was the blacks,
They were saying I'm African booty scratcher, I'm a terrorist. It was other black kids.
Yep. You got the terrorist calls too.
I grew up in Arizona. It was all white kids and Mexicans. They treated me like I was the token black kid. I was amazing.
Yep.
But the other black kids had a lot of jealousy and a lot of hate.
Yeah, isn't it interesting how, like, other people look at you and say you're black right away, but then your own people don't acknowledge you as one?
If I'm stopped by the police, I'm black, right or wrong.
Yep. Facts. There ain't no fucking FBA.
He's Somali and he's East African. Oh no, let's let him go. No, I'm just as dark as you, buddy.
Like, no, you're gonna get even more. Then they're gonna call that
Muslim too. They're gonna see my last name, see Ismail Khalid. Whoa, okay, so what is he?
Yeah. Not just you, but you also blow things up. That's what they're gonna think.
Yeah. Myron,
So-
it's great to talk to you. I hate Tariq so much. Like I can't even. All he does is go to ad hominems. I watched the debate between you. I was in the space. I saw the debate. All he does is he just goes to ad hominem attacks when he has no argument. You can hit him with straight facts.
Yeah.
You can hit him with data. I saw you brought up the facts that Nigerian immigrants are some of the most successful immigrants in American history. Like as of right now, when you look at the data when it comes to university degrees, income of the household, and his response, oh, because all of you Africans live in the same house. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
that was
like,
yo, that's crazy, bro.
at that point, you gotta cut the debate off. Am I wrong or right, guys? I heard that shit. I had to tune out, bro. I was like, no way.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I know, bro.
He cannot repeat what he cannot come with you with facts. He can't come. He's just gonna say, "Oh, you're a musty tether. You're a terrorist, Myron. You're this. You're just trying to be black like." Nobody wants to be like you guys. Let's just be real. I'm done. But great to talk to you guys. Great to talk to you, Myron. Everybody in the space. Jacos, you're a great host. Thank you guys.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you, bro.
Well, that was like that space earlier, Tariq's space that you were in there, Jacos. So I can't stand listening to that guy. Like when you left, I left. But all he was doing was calling you a white nationalist, and you're like, bro, like I'm not white. And then he was like trying to come at you from different angles. He's very slick, that guy. Tariq's very slick. He should be selling insurance.
You know what's interesting though? Let's say I was a white nationalist. What did I say that was wrong? That's what I would say to these idiots when they say stupid shit like that. What did I say that was wrong then? If I'm a white nationalist?
Yeah, I guess exactly.
You know, it's like facts are facts, bro. Like it doesn't matter if a KKK member says it or Einstein.
Nationalist. It doesn't make sense. How are you a Muslim East African white nationalist? How?
They're idiots, bro. They're idiots. It doesn't make sense. But they got to find again. They attack the argument. They have to attack the person. You know what I mean?
That's how they know they lost. That's how you know they lost. As soon as the ad hominem comes out, they lost.
But you can tell he tries to control the narrative, but he has that, that demeanor and calls you sir a couple times, and no, sir,
sir, you are a tether.
Yeah.
Sir, you are a monkey. That's his whole like.
Yeah, no, he's very slick.
I feel like he has a handler, and his handler might be a Jew.
Well, his wife's Jewish, bro, and I called him out on it. He tried to deny it. Yo, I said, your wife is Jewish, bro, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, sir, but someone sent me shit. I was correct. His wife is Jewish, bro.
Well, yeah, I posted in that space earlier today. I posted in the comments from Stoudemire.
I remember that, Ronald.
There's a video of him and his wife. Yeah, she's a tether.
Yellow in Thailand. They said you're not black.
And he's talking about white. How about that rap video he had? Like that guy's just been all over the place over the past few years.
You know, it's just crazy to me how they let race like divide everybody, because I genuinely believe, I don't give a fuck what your nationality or background is, man. If you're a good person, you're a good person. I'm not going to sit here and think, oh, well, your opinion doesn't matter, because a Chinese person could tell me, yeah, the reason why blacks fail is because no father. And I'd be like, you know what, bro? You're fucking right. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, bro, you use chopsticks, so your opinion doesn't matter. What?
Well, that's what that space was supposed to be about. We have a common enemy, and it's not each other. You know what I mean? Like, the globalists are coming for all of us. Black, brown, yellow, white, it doesn't matter. Like,
I just want to let you guys know, I did an episode earlier today, right?
Traditional Black American. Yeah. What is that about? Because I feel like that's pure division, if I'm not going to.
It is. But I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. This is what it is. There were too many black people from outside Africa, from outside America, going to America and playing the arse. And what it is African Americans spotted this and spotted that there's a consistent pattern. Black Caribbeans, black people from Africa going to America and being the arse. And what the FBA agenda is putting up a wall and saying, no, you guys can't be a part of this if you're going to be on that, raccoon train.
When you say playing the ass, what? Because from what I know, a lot of Africans, a lot of Caribbeans who go there, academically, they're surpassing them. And also business-wise, they're surpassing them. So who was playing the ass?
When they then use that to say, well, that means that you African Americans are lazy. Do you see? Yes. And then being on some right-wing conservatism, let's throw African Americans under the bus.
That is true.
Let's pretend that Jim Crow didn't happen. Redlining didn't happen. Breaking up of African American business districts. Breaking up of African American families. The COINTELPRO didn't happen. The Iran Contras and then moving drugs into the black community didn't happen. Yeah, and there's a whole list of things continuing right up until now that the American government has done to African Americans. And so for those black people recently arrived from outside America, you all didn't face any of that. So of course you're going to be doing better than African Americans, duh.
Yeah.
But what's happening is a lot of the people outside Black America don't respect that. And so while I'm not about division, I can't pretend to not know.
Why people have done black people any wrong is because they were also being used.
But some of y'all say the Africans are with us, huh? I mean, I swear, as soon as I heard his accent, I knew he was about to be on some bullshit. I'm like, bro, this dude about to be on some bullshit. Look, they don't associate with our struggle. They don't recognize our struggle. As you can see, he don't even believe our struggle is real. It's not like we don't accept them. They don't want to be accepted by us. They downplay systematic racism. And as you could tell from that video, some downplay racism in general. They downplay discrimination and bigotry like we just out here making this shit up. Like a lot of immigrants come from these other countries and they come to America and they start idolizing the people with lighter skin than me. And whatever they gotta do or say to be accepted by those people, they gonna do it or they gonna say it. Even if that means going against us. So all y'all that be doing that talking about some our African brothers and sisters, go check out what he was saying. Go check it out.
All right, y'all. I'll try to make this quick and to the point. So you got this dude right here, or the tether room, Osaka James right here. I am black and I don't need reparations for slavery because I have never been a slave and no white person has ever owned me. Democrats should stop painting my skin as some sort of disability. Black skin is not disability. First of all, you're not black. You're from Africa or some type of Caribbean type country. So as you see, you are a broken moron for the most part. So the one thing that got me though is the quote retweets. So let me scroll back down because I don't comment on some of these. So at the end of the day, as you see, you got a lot of cracker-knackers. Noah's Redskin, my brother, thank you. It's sad we have to point out the obvious. Well, the obvious is this man is not a black American Negro. As you see, I've been putting it on every one of these. He not black. So how are you over there asking for reparations or saying that you don't even need reparations? You feel what I'm saying? Because of your skin color. Well, your ancestors wasn't none of the ones that wound up on the shores of America, Virginia, Florida, none of that. You definitely don't seem like you got any black folks in the Caribbean, because otherwise they are all reparations too. Just not through, by way of the black American, through the American government. They got to go file their own claim. So at the end of the day, let's go back over here again. You don't qualify in the U.S. anyway. That's 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You don't qualify. So at the end of the day, young great man, really, can't even comment on that one. But hooray, this is wise and honest man. Like, how is he wise and honest when he not even a black American? Like, let's get this shit straight for once and for all. White folks also, you need to understand something. You don't work for the budget committee. You're not the president. You're not a senator. You're not a congressman. We don't need your particular opinion, keyword opinion, about reparations, yo. So unfortunately, the majority of your brothers and sisters can't even read your statement. See how these people do, yo? This is why we're delineating as black Negro Americans. This is why we need to also go file that OMB information, Office of Management Budget. So at the end of the day, let's see what this crackerneck got to say. But you're a victim, Osaka, and you can't stand on your own 2 feet. You are just not smart enough. You need liberal white Democrats to think for you and tell you what to do. So, obviously he got jokes. So let's, put that right there. Not even black. See that? Amen. How's that? Amen, man. Not black, bro. You know what I mean? Not black, bro. Good for you, sir. Like really, Karen. There you go. I'm just going to end that there.
Nah, handset be this, you. Ijoko, you know, see am. All the hand be this, atakpako be this. Now sometimes be this. Ika ain't to gun lele. Ika to tell lele. Small hand lele. You know, see am. Egusi. Abesti like egusi you. Kaluba. You know, see am. Our set in here now today. Body light. You know, see am.
You being a man from an African family, what would your family say about you bringing like an American woman?
My daughter's mom is American. Most African parents, if we're being honest, they would actually prefer you bring home a white person. It's messed up because like we talk about Uncle Tom's and racism and what it did to African Americans, but colonialism did a number on Africans. So a lot of Africans, they default to thinking white people are
superior. So
it's more, it goes from white people to Asian, Hispanic, and then black. America's number one export is entertainment. A lot of Africans know our culture as far as our food and our clothes and things like that, but we don't necessarily know the context. So we don't consider y'all's context. So we don't think about Jim Crow, or we don't think about, you know, post-traumatic slavery. We don't think about that stuff. So we just look at it kind of like how Asian people look at it. Why are those niggas acting the way that they do? Even though we have a kind of similar story, we don't make that same connection that, oh, this happened to them, then this happened to them, then this happened to them, and it's still happening. So that's why we have that same kind of mindset.
Well, it makes sense. You know, the first slave owner, and the word slave itself, it derives from Slavic. That's not black people. Slavic people aren't black. The word slave came from Slavic. And in America, a lot of black owners had slaves. The first slave owner was a black man, Anthony B.A. Johnson. Anthony Johnson, he was the first black slave owner in America, and the first slave owner because he had 3 indentured servants. 2 of them were white and 1 of them was black, and he argued with Congress since the black man owed a debt that he made up that he still had the right to own them, and they approved it. That was the start of slavery in America through a black man, and white slaves were cheaper than black. So,
but it's still not legitimizing slavery. It's wrong. The point is, you know the history.
Yeah, I know the history, and it's simply.
I mean, most Roman slaves were not African; they were German.
Yeah, it's just business. It's no different than us having, you know, how good your 18-wheeler is compared to that, or just your farm equipment, or your plow, or your hose. It was just a business, and white slaves were cheaper. If you look back at the scholars back then, they were saying how white slaves couldn't even hold the dumbbells or the bales of hay or lashed out in the sun as much as blacks, so the blacks costed more. And it also fights the propaganda narrative that there was a massive majority of blacks being enslaved. They couldn't even.
You ought to make a documentary, because I've thought about that, and not lessening black slavery was terrible. Yeah. Transatlantic was terrible. But if you go back, Germany didn't, Austro-Hungarian Empire until 1860 free the slaves. Same thing in Russia. They were white slaves. They owned them.
Yes.
Anybody can type in Russia frees the serfs, which means slave. The point is that this is going on everywhere.
Yes. It's completely business, and they've just made it seem like it was an American problem. We're the first to free cattle slavery. But it was
and I'm not giving America a pass. I'm just saying if everybody else is doing it, how come we're only taught about America? Why is that happening?
It's only happening because if you can get people to hate their country, they would feel like there needs a solution. Now, if it needs a solution, you're going to get that solution from the same people that told you to hate it.
Black Americans, do y'all remember the time when Michael B. Jordan started a liquor company and Black Caribbeans tried to cancel him, then proceeded to bully him into changing the name of the brand?
Yeah.
Back in 2021, Michael B. Jordan announced that he would be starting a liquor company named Jouvert, a French word that's also the name of a Caribbean holiday similar to Carnival. He received so much hate and backlash from Caribbeans all over the internet, to the point where even Nicki Minaj, of all people, said he needs to change the name. The same woman that participates in Black American culture so much that she had white girls thinking she came up with the AAV phrase, child.
Child. Anyway, so.
Something Southern Black Americans been saying for centuries. Other people was saying, why is he trademarking the name and he not Caribbean?
Michael B. Jordan. Why? Why? Based on my research, you have no ties to the Caribbean. I doubt you even know what Juve even is. So why?
They was also generalizing all Black Americans based on one person's mistake, saying shit like how we steal their culture and how we are the white people of the Black diaspora. And we feel entitled to everything, mind you. None of this makes no sense. Why is it a problem when Black Americans participate in other Black people culture, but y'all can use Black American culture whenever y'all feel like it? For example, New York City is filled with Black immigrants cosplaying as Black Americans, rapping, using AAV, wearing durags and all that. But you don't see tons of Black Americans saying they need to stop. Maybe we should start gatekeeping.
Joy Reid has a curious claim about American history, and her curious claim is that she built the country.
Be a Black person in 2024 in America is to be in a state of complete
perplexed confusion about what is wrong with a country that hates your history, to this day can't admit even the basics of what was done to your ancestors. And to find out that literally Barack Obama's 2 terms as president are your reparations, and yet you built this country. You literally physically built this country.
Joy Reid's parents are immigrants. Joy Reid's father came from Congo. Joy Reid's mother came from Guyana. Joy Reid is a first-generation American. Not one single person in her family tree had any connection to slavery. Not one single person in her family tree was here more than one generation.
Started drill music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
Chicago started drill music. Don't come in with that.
Know that.
England started.
Man, nobody want to hear that.
No.
You coming over here now? We about to have. I thought this was gonna be a good show.
So no.
Don't come.
So
you
listen.
doing the same thing that Jamaica do. She come over here and she started taking stuff from America.
No, let me teach you something that you never know.
Try to break it down.
No, let me teach you now. UK is the start of every culture, every pop culture. UK started the Afrobeat wave.
Not Africa.
The wave.
The wave.
The wave in terms of the acceptance on the West.
Okay.
UK started that wave. When it comes to your R&B music, most of your R&B...
Oh, no, we're not going to do that, bro.
Listen to me.
No, we're not
You're
going to do
listen.
that.
Most of your R&B writers are from the UK.
They might be from there,
no, but listen,
you telling me that the blues and all the stuff we done, the blues started in there?
You know what I said? I said R&B. I'm
gonna say
okay, no, and you know
Mississippi,
man.
No,
blues is American thing. You talking about America? R&B is not American. It's not synonymous to America alone.
It came from rhythm and blues.
No, listen, it's really. So just because you name something,
rhythm and blues,
hold on,
baby.
So just because you name
Without
it,
the blues,
listen, you
none of this stuff would be out here.
You know what America is good at?
Ray Charles started today.
You know what America is good at? So hold on. So hold on. America is the first place that had a radio station and music instruments.
Ray Charles.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand this where Busta Rhymes says that black Americans don't have no culture. Yeah, I'm trying to understand that, but the nigga come to America and join the Nation of Islam. I see the nigga rapping about Master Farad Muhammad, the NOI, an organization that started in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, my hometown. So if black Americans don't have no culture, I'm trying to understand how this nigga coming, from Jamaica end up in the NOI, the Nation of Islam, rapping about Farad Muhammad. That's interesting. We need to ask Buster about that. Yeah, let me get on Fat Joe. Fat Joe talking about Hispanic people was foundational in hip hop. Where at? Where at? Tell me where at. You can, every Hispanic rapper that ever came in the game, goddammit, you can miss all they ass and hip hop will be right where it is today. They had nothing fundamental in bringing hip hop to its greatness. It was only blacks in America that brought hip hop to its greatness. Fat Joe ain't even a mediocre rapper. If Fat Joe never came in the game, hip hop would be right where it is right now. He's not fundamental in none of them are fundamental in the greatness of where hip hop is today. Blacks in America carry hip hop to the top because it originated right here. All the ingredients were right here in Black America.
So this trend going around where people who are either African or Caribbean or from some other place, I'm Big Carter, don't call me Camho, and you're saying don't call you African American. Stop that. Y'all look weird. Stop this weirdo shit. Because here's the truth. If it wasn't for African Americans, our black ass, your mammy, your pappy, and whoever came here first, black ass wouldn't even be here. But for the African Americans civil rights movements that gave all of us fucking rights. So stop this weirdo shit that y'all are doing on the internet. I am very proud to be Bahamian. I'm very proud to be Caribbean. There's a culture that is unique to us that come from the Caribbean. And I don't know Caribbean people who aren't proud. But I'd be damned if I got on the internet and insult a group of people, black people, our brothers and sisters and cousins and siblings. I'd be damned if I get on the internet and insult them when I understand, had it not been for them, my black ass wouldn't be here. Your black ass wouldn't be here. Your mammy and pappy would still be in whatever fucking country they were in before. Stop it. Y'all are weird for doing this. You can be very proud of where you come from without insulting the people who made it possible for you and me and every fucking body else to be here. Y'all look weird. Stop it.